Hello, everybody. Sorry for my late entrance. As you can see, I just quickly got out of the shower, had to feed Foxy, etc., etc. And I'm so glad to have this little chat with you guys and a catch up. And thank you all for being here. I'm going to wait a little bit until I know everybody's here and happy and listening and learning and loving. Oh, thank you guys so much. The support is just so wild, guys. It's wild in my life. That's what it feels like. Tell me, can you guys hear me? Is everything okay? I feel like I can't even hear myself. Maybe that's this. Hold on. I'm sure you guys can hear me as usual, right? Hello, check, 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 check. That's quiet. Check, 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 check. That's louder for me. There we go. Okay, that's better, I guess. Maybe I just need to pull the mic. What is going on? Okay, can you guys really quick? Hi. You guys can hear me. This is fine for some reason. Oh, sorry. Let me turn off my AC. Maybe that's it. Okay, sound is good. Okay, hold on. Let me just turn off my AC, guys. One sec. Okay, that's better for me. When have I not ever been able to hear myself? Okay, guys. Hi. Aw, hi, guys. Thank you. We are learning and loving. That's so correct, right? Loud and clear. Okay, good. I wonder, so now if I move it over here, will you still be able to hear me? So it's not right in my... I can put it over here. Yeah, let's do that. That's better. Sorry, guys. Adjusting. A few adjustments. Okay, guys. So this episode is Lara update and transparency and learning and loving. And as we know, you guys, we're all on this internet world now, and or on the streamings and on the YouTubes. Hi, thank you guys for being here. And there's people that I've met through this Sptv community that it's all sort of like a new thing for me. It feels it is a new thing for me. It's a new thing for me, even though I've been doing music and singing and being in my own, as you know, hidden bubble of life. YouTube and streaming and protesting, this is very new to me. And being live on streams and stuff like that. Not only that, but meeting, it's not only the streaming and stuff, but meeting people in this community, the SPTV community. See, I'm already getting emotional, guys. You better get your tissues. We've got lots of healing and loving and learning to do. There's a lot of people that I really love and have met in this community, and there's never been like a clarity of not even a clarity, just like my own it's like I'm learning and I'm realizing like there are beautiful people, there are so much love and support, but I'm going through stuff. Like I said, I'm learning and loving. There's so much that I'm processing and relieving. And like, you know me, guys, I'm out there screaming my head off and on the protest. And I love that. Like, so I've built like a very good, close relationship, as you guys know, with a lot of these protesters and the streamers. And just the loving not a really good relationship. That's what I want to get to. We've become close, but this is all very new to me. So like, it feels like, okay, what's the difference between a good friend and, you know, somebody that has known me my whole life, or even somebody who can give me therapy, or somebody who I feel very close to because they can be very open and vulnerable with me and have uncomfortable conversations with me. I can't do that with all these new streamers that I meet. That's just, it's not that I can't do it. It's that it's not what I'm used to. And not that I need to. What I'm trying to say is that there is a line between a friendship and people who know you, and me, myself, healing myself and the relationships I'm having with other people. So on that note, what I was saying is, yes, I've met a lot of these streamers. Thursday night, it was going to be a whole, it was going to be, we had plans, as you guys all know. Mindy got us all a pass, so to speak, to go to the Magic Castle, and it was a gift for Leah and Danny, and a beautiful surprise for DOA because he's been wanting to go there forever. And Mindy just was being very loving and sweet, and so that's how it was. We all do love each other. We all do have respect and care, and we want to have fun. We have a lot of fun. We also are all doing a lot together, healing things, but also you guys are learning. I'm loving and learning, and there's so much. And there's a point in this growth where I'm like, we got to check ourselves. I got to check myself. I'm learning to be comfortable with having an argument or being very transparent. As you can see, I'm used to the crying, or not yet. Sometimes I'm crying and I'm still having, but there's things I'm learning about even the way that I react when anything can get triggered, or somebody has a problem with me, or I do something that's an issue, and especially if it's has drinking alcohol, involved, and not being in the best space or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that add to it, but you lose that like insight of yourself. You lose like, what am I here? Not what am I here for? But so the point is that Thursday night we had Mindy, it was a beautiful thing. We actually had a great time until, I guess I can just tell you the quick story so you guys can stop wondering what the thing was and what the whole issue about see, the thing is, it's not a big fucking story. It's not a big story. And I created something from my trauma and from my past that created a bigger, outcome, or a bigger explosion than what it needed to be. And that's not what it needed to be, because we go through these things. We learn. Like, I don't think I ever would have learned from this, not ever, but like I learned so much from what happened. So okay, so Thursday night, Mindy, we had all these plans. It was so beautiful. I got off a long day of work. We were quickly getting ready, and it was a beautiful thing. Actually, it began as a beautiful thing. We went to Mindy's, was on her live stream, getting ready. That was very cute. There was just emotions as the night was going on, and we all got in the lift, and it was all very exciting. It was so sweet. But the point is, we get to the Magic Castle and we're having a good time, and there's all these shows and things are going on, and we're drinking more and And there was a certain point where I had like puffed. We were in the reception, and it was one of the last shows, like the main show. And I had made a joke I was like kind of joking and being in my drunky, unaware, not unaware, just kind of my way of thinking like, oh, well, I'm just who I am and how I am, and people should know that. Like, this is what you get, and this is, and I just felt like it's okay to push boundaries and things like this, which it is. Actually, I want to read a very good quote. I'm going to put my phone on silent. But this was one of the things that helped me. Let's see if I can get it. It's, I mean, not one of the things, a lot of things, but hold on, guys. Bear with me, guys, so you can literally get what I'm saying, and I don't, speed talk just to get through or try to not feel what I'm feeling, because I do want. So most of the rules in an environment, I feel like I'm using this as like, this was for something else, but I'm using it as for me, and like a learning lesson for myself, and not what this was for, but like put it in a perspective for me, and like But yeah, so most of the rules are set in a place for safety, for my safety. I was thinking like, oh, maybe anyways, I'm jumping all over the place, but you guys will get what I'm saying. Being in the space, being in the Magic Castle has many rules. They're very strict. I honestly wasn't aware of the strictness of, not being at a regular club in LA or even a fancier sort of bar or club. And at the time, I wasn't thinking. That's the truth. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't in the moment. I wasn't in my, alignment at all. There were certain things that triggered me that I hadn't even realized were triggering me. Before, it's like a little pattern. I can see exactly where things were slowly like in my face lining up to be a certain way. And there's a way that there's a way to learn and process that, where in any situation you can feel more comfortable about being the person you are, but like being able to cope and deal with those emotions instead of reacting and shutting it so that it can just be done and not be talked about, right? Wow, guys, I like can't even get a breath. I just have so much heaviness because so anyways, the point is I was in the reception. We were going into the last show. I was, being a little pushy of the boundaries. I basically I took a big puff of my vape and they were letting us into the doors and I was being kind of funny. DOA was in front of me and Leah and Danny had all gone in. And right when the doors opened, I thought it was going to be like a big room and there like people were being walking to their seats. So in my mind, my Lara mind, I just was like, oh, I took a big puff of a vape in a funny thing and I had blown it in front of me on DOA. And when they opened the doors to let us in, we were actually being sat right in the front, which was also very annoying and upsetting for me because I felt like Mindy had, made that happen with her family or whatever with her connections to be able to like get us that. And so anyways, as I did that, the security guard was right there in the front and the door, right when we opened, we were sat right there. So there was no blowing the smoke around and whatever the heck I was thinking in that moment. And so then we sat down and the security guard, all the smoke was coming off of us or whatever, the vape. And the security guard was like, who's smoking the vape or whatever. And DOA was basically like trying to cover for me, but not say that he did it or anything. And it basically just got out of their DOA was basically being like, I didn't smoke, and obviously we all know who did it, but they were covering for me. We weren't trying to make it a big deal. I should have just said, so the security guard left because they asked Leah and Danny, you're smoking? They're like, no, I don't smoke. I don't do that. So the security guard probably was feeling like, and it was my energy of not being clear and honest with him, like who did that, who smoked, who puffed the vape, whatever, right? So he went out and basically came back and told us like, your whole party has to go. And so as I'm coming out, I was just like, I finally said, as we were walking, I was like, it was me, I did it. Like, so the point is, it's not a big story. It's not a whole thing. It's how I reacted. And then what I created from that actually makes me upset. I love Danny and DOA and Leah and Mindy, and for all of us to have this moment to go do this. And we were having a beautiful time. It was great. And then there's, the patterns we're learning now, learning and loving, but there's patterns where I could now see myself getting, it's like pulling myself into a state of mind where I just can be sloppy or be unaware or forget that there are certain rules in certain areas and that they're not all meant to attack me or control me in that time. But so instead of just, leaving and, taking responsibility for it and just going out, walking out, I then argued with the security guy outside and was just, I don't know, just being defense, going on defense mode. What do you mean? Like, whatever, like, and that didn't help. And the point of all this is that, um, instead of just going and dealing with it or whatever, instead of not letting my, you know, clump of traumas and control of whatever I felt was going on at the time, I just completely did the opposite and messed up. And like, I mean, I just met everybody, not like within the last 3 or 4 months in terms of the LA, protesters, and I really love them all. I love every single streamer and protester and, you know, the SPTV, because I can see where their hearts are. I can see they're good people and that we wanna heal. Like, even all of us in general, we're healing as a community. And so here I go. My last thing that The last thing I ever want to do to myself is feel bad about hurting somebody else or belittling somebody else or not respecting their boundaries. I get more hurt at myself because I do feel strong. I feel like I can fix anything. I feel like things can be healed and that mistakes, as I said, it's great to make mistakes. And it's hard to know that it's great to make mistakes, but when you get through them and learn from them, they are amazing. Guys, I'm trying. Whoo! And this was after my therapy. So this is where I get hurt, is that the little Lara is never trying to hurt and is never trying to hurt other people, especially people in the SPTV community who are being loving and fun and know that I'm not trying to hurt, but that my pattern, or a pattern where I'm seeing myself not be kind of blocking off and not like what alcohol does. It literally it suppresses what you're trying to feel. So I kind of like, we use alcohol as a coping mechanism, especially as I'm learning in this world. And it's not just alcohol, it can be anything. A lot of people have their own coping mechanisms when they're dealing with a lot of hard trauma. And that's why, you know, a lot of people have AA or whatever it is that is good for them. So long story short, I'm working on what is good for me and my loving intentions and what is good for other people. And how can I learn how, like, I'm not going to learn this like this. I'm going to learn this with everybody. This is all, you know, we're all doing this, but I'm learning. And, a lot came up really amazingly of being able to see myself in that situation at Magic Castle and being angry and putting resentment on other people when I was literally being the problem, and or whatever, being the I don't even like calling it a problem. When I was the one just not being aligned with myself. That is just the truth. Like, I can be fun and wild and everything, but if I don't catch myself or learn from these experiences, then they're just always going to be something that's going to come up that I'm not going to be able to heal. And I want to heal that. And what a better community to do that with while we're protesting and doing all that. But there's also times for me to be able to check in with my therapist or any kind, you know, that it's not other outlets to be able to grow and to learn, like, why do I react so harshly when I'm being told to get out or to, you know, out of a controlled environment in Hollywood, et cetera, et cetera. That's just my behavior of certain at that time for, you know, that night. But in general, what I'm saying is I'm working on learning how to heal myself or adjust my reaction or adjust how I'm feeling in terms of communicating and just making people that I'm around and the environment that I'm around to be safe for me and for them. But also, if something does come up where I feel, I don't know, like, oh, okay, I'm feeling a little buzz and I can see myself losing respect for the rules of this place or whatever it is, right? I'm working on ways to just adjust that behavior because I know I'm a good person. I want people to feel good around me. I literally the opposite of what I want to do is to make other people feel not important or appreciated or loved. Like that is the opposite of what I want to do. So I want to change my behaviors in terms of when I am upset about something or when something perhaps could be triggering, my complete control of my whole childhood being in Scientology or having so many rules all the time or whatever it is. I want to be able to adjust that in that moment. I want to be able to be transparent and talk to people, no matter who it is, even if it's somebody that is the security guard that could be triggering something to me in that moment that would make me angry or make me even more resentful or, act the way that I was acting. I want to learn from that, guys. That's what learning and loving is literally all about. I love love. I love learning. And sometimes that is difficult. It is difficult to learn when you feel like you didn't do something wrong or you're being attacked for something that isn't in the moment, right? So my attention or whatever it is, my space then goes back to triggers or however I think it's okay to act or react, which is okay. But part of the thing is also having the love and respect and boundaries for other people. What can they handle? What is inappropriate? What is live stream? What is live streamed and what is my internal feelings and thoughts, because that could be totally different things. I'm adjusting that behavior. That was one of the first things that where I was able to like come out of this and be better at it. I want to be better. I want to learn. So anyways, back to the Magic Castle thing. I love Mindy. I love Danny. I love Leah. I love DOA. I love our whole group. I'm very disappointed that I lost my cool and didn't just not even just I don't want to say, because I can't say I should have done this or I would have acted this or I could have been calm and just, there's always ways to just go through it, feel it. I'm just disappointed that it happened to affect, my friends, these sweet streamer friends of mine, the people that I'm enjoying and having a lot of fun with and clarity with. I hated that it affected them and their possible ability to go back to this thing that they really love. And that's their little treat and being in LA. And whether I know about that or respect it or love it or not, I'm disappointed that I didn't give you guys, Danny and everybody there, that I didn't give you guys the love and I feel like instead of being so right or angry in the moment, I want to step back and go, is there anybody else I'm affecting around me that I don't want to hurt or I want to be transparent with and clear on how I'm feeling in that moment, right? I don't want to make my friends upset at me or think that I'm a certain way because I'm not. I love being loved. I love loving people. I love healing people. It's one of the best things. In fact, coming out and finally, not even fine, but just talking about this and thinking like, do I want to talk to the world about this? I effed up. Do I need to, you know what I mean? Do I need to do that? But yeah, I did. I did because after the whole night of kerfluffle of it going great and then all of a sudden and I don't know, it just felt like a turn of 10, 15 minutes. What it wasn't just that turn. It was a progression of things going on, which I'm getting so much clarity on, even like as I'm talking about it again, and of just seeing a pattern. And it's so beautiful that there's ways to be able to change that pattern. It's so beautiful that I know, oh my God, I love that I know that I can be even better. And that I don't have to hold on to this permanent way of being or feeling like I have to be, this strong, tough person and defend myself even if I'm wrong. I love I love the uncomfortable growth. I like there were moments where I wasn't able to deal with it, or even when I was trying to see, how what I was doing that created such a bigger outcome than what it needed to be. I started to sorry, Foxy's playing with her squeaky toy. Fox knows I'm a sad baby, but she knows I'm happy. Happy tears. Right, Fox? She's like, I'm out of here. So every day we're learning, like I can't wait to be I'm already learning to be a more loving, transparent person. It's just hard, as you can see. It's just hard because it does trigger past stuff. But I want to feel safe about that. Oh yeah. So back to this quote that I was going to read. I want to feel safe about that. And one of the things is I felt a lot of the times, especially in Hollywood, and especially with La Poubelle and Celebrity Center and the LAPD and everybody being in these sick, gross, sick, perverted, manipulative little cliques and groups. There's just certain places where my behavior or how I want to have fun with certain friends is going to be amazing and beautiful and great. And then there's certain times or certain places where there are rules and there are certain behaviors for either for other people's safety or for my own. And it was hard for me to see that. I'm still like going, what about this place? What about that place? But there are rules and boundaries, and they're not just to make people have a horrible time or to control you or me. There are beautiful rules that are actually there to protect all of us. And I'm not talking about vaping necessarily at the Magic Castle. I'm just saying that in my mind, rules to me or strict ways of behaving or dressing, has been a complete shit show my whole life. That's been my life all 24 hours. And there's no school that teaches you or adjusts your behavior in situations like this that you can just go to right away, right? They don't teach you in school every day. If, you have an issue or these feelings come up, like it's okay to be amazing and vulnerable and wrong and talk about it and grow from it. Like, I feel like there's a lot of teachings where people like everybody puts you in like, oh, this is how you're going to be. If you are a certain way, this way, or you do this, or you have these credentials, or you went to these schools, they kind of form you into this box, right? And maybe it's not a box, but the way I view it and the way in terms of rules and boundaries, it was never a positive thing for me. It was always, and even if it was for people that we love, it still feels like certain rules or places can feel like I'm back under that umbrella of not being myself. And so then I overexpress myself or over express things or act certain ways and behaviors that are old behaviors, or feeling like I need love or attention or understanding in this moment, or I feel, and not being able to talk about that, or not even being aware of it. Instead, I'm drinking another whiskey to fucking get it to kind of get over that thought or that feeling. Anyways, god damn, man. I'm so glad you guys actually are here. I thought I was just going to be like, zip zop, let it out, and that'll be done. But I can't, because I really love this SPTV community. I love all the protests. I love all the people. I love our jokes. I love everybody's personalities. And I just want you to know, with this whole thing, with the Magic Castle, I'm going to make this right. I will do whatever I can to make this better. That is my intention. I also wanted to go on the record and say, yes, I 100% created the upset and the whole kerfluff that did happen. We were having a great time. It was really fun. And then there was just that, the slow shift of what went down. and how I handled it. And so I just wanted I want to be very clear about that. And not that I'm glad that this happened at all. Not at all, but because this was intense emotionally for me, because I do care about these people a lot, and I know that they have good hearts. And I care about people in general. This is not like the first time that I've hurt somebody or myself, like, and didn't address the situation lovingly or healingly or being, open about how I was feeling. So it's nice, guys. I'm learning. And I'm excited. I love being able to still be myself around everybody, but just being able to do it in a way where I don't have to have old behaviors trigger me or feel like I have to act a certain way or feel trapped or not say certain things or get too drunk to just be happy and wild and forget about what I'm feeling in that moment. Um, yeah. You guys get what I'm saying? Okay. So that's that. I love you, Scotty. I love you, Mindy. I love everybody. Danny, Leah, I'm very sorry, literally, about the night. I loved the moments that we did have that were fun and whatever. Um, I actually am more upset that I hurt you guys, and I want you to know that that wasn't obviously my intention, and I do love you, and I'll make it better, and that's all. Okay. Okay, so that was the transparency and the Lara update. And I also want to thank you guys a lot for sending me messages and emails. Not that you're supposed to be doing that, you guys, but there was a lot that I was processing, blaming myself and being really hard on myself, and just getting little messages, and even from SPTV people, like the streamers, just saying, "Hey, that was very sweet." It made me look at, like, the love made me look at, uh it made me stop resenting the situation that happened and to just see it how it is. And what better way to know how I react or how I'm really feeling in a situation, for the future, instead of not talking about it. And I always talk about everything. Like, I feel very open. And, I think I'm gonna learn I already am. I'm going to. I feel like I've already, like, installed it now where I can actually be okay with saying, "Hey, I don't feel good here or in this environment," or I might be a little too drunk to, you know, stick to these rules. Um, or, "Hey, good friend, please remind me if I get too drunk that we gotta go and leave by this time," and just thing like that. Like, I just never thought that was normal. Like, to just be loving and say, "Oh, I'm this wild rocker, da da da," but check me, like, also, like, in a loving way, please. Like, my goal in life is to be happy. It's to have fun and to enjoy the rest of my life. And part of that is uncomfortableness. That that is growth. You are not gonna grow anywhere without uncomfortability and being wrong and making mistakes. And it's hard because even in Scientology, as all of you ex-Scientologists or Sea Org members will know, you're never allowed to be wrong. And I'm deprogramming that from my psyche. I want to be okay with being wrong and hearing somebody. And it's not wrong, just almost wrong for who I am or what my alignment is or what I love or who I want to respect and love or who I want to be around. Um, I wanna make sure it's like making a cake for somebody. I don't wanna make a cake a strawberry cake when somebody's allergic to strawberries or doesn't like strawberries. I wanna make a cake that we can both have, that I know I'm making because you can have it as well. Like, I want it, you know what I mean? That's such a weird analogy, but I love and transparency and clarity, and a lot of that, when you're breaking out of Scientology and that behavior and these yucky stuck behaviors of reacting a certain way or being so defensive, um in a state of mind where I feel like I'm being attacked. It doesn't mean I have to be being drunk or at an uncomfortable place or around people that I don't want to hurt or whatever. It's just that I need to feel. I have to feel it actually. I want to feel it and go, "Oh, okay, I'm feeling this emotion again." So that's what I wanted to say. That is the update on that. That is the Lara update. And again, I love you all. I love the SPTV. When I say I love you all, and right now I'm talking about the LA streamers, all the streamers across the world. You SPTV amazing angels are literally exposing all this. And I wanted you to know that there is no, there's no unlove, there's no, disconnection of me not liking or loving or supporting any of the SPTV community members and my new friends and all that, like, whether I mess up or not. Anyways, messed up, schmessed up, right? Okay, so on that note, if you guys have any questions on that, I kind of was just I wanted to get that out and be very clear about that, the whole thought process, of what I went through. I feel like I learned so much from it, and I thought I thought that I didn't care anymore about wanting to learn. I thought I didn't care anymore about wanting to learn to be better because I just thought it was too hard. Like, and I'm glad that that is not the situation. Woo! Oh, guys, I literally I literally got like 4 hours of sleep, took a shower, walked Poxy, and jumped on this live stream and did not eat and didn't do anything, but I don't mind because I really wanted to do this with you guys. Okay, so it's 11:30, guys. If you ask me questions, oh, you guys, let me go to these starred because I do. It's 11:30. We are going to protest today. It's our first run, as they say, the first our practice test, but we will be downtown at the IRS building. There's people already there right now. It starts from 11 a.m. and goes till 4 p.m. today. I should have pulled it all up. Oh wait, I didn't even finish. Can I finish reading this quote really quick, and later I'll get back to why I felt this was just so perfect. I'm going to stick to this one. I'm going to hold on to this one for a minute because it's a good one that I can just remember when I'm out and about or feeling a certain way. And it's not often that I feel like this or that I get triggered where I'm angry like that or, fighting with the security guard, telling him like, no, you can't tell me to leave or I'm getting an Uber or whatever, right? Just reacting, not in the moment of what was going on. But there's this quote. Most of the rules are set in place for your safety. That was hard for me to hear, like the rules of society and stuff. That took me a minute, just that one sentence. I was like, what? For my safety? Yeah. And so are the LAPD, right? The LAPD are here for the SPTV community safety. Oh, sorry, guys. My eyes are. So there's so many things. Being a child, being like, you're signing this contract. You're in the Sea Org. You're doing this for the great of the world and for your own safety. If you go in the outside world, you can go on psych drugs. There's this whole fear of your safety, rules, whatever. So even this one little adjustment, most rules that humans create or that we all agree upon or, common whatever law is for the safety of everybody. And that was, I know that I don't know, maybe that sounds stupid to you guys, but that's a huge thing for me to just be okay with and let it go. Like allow these laws and things to be in place and then and not feel that they're attacking me, but maybe use them to my benefit and go, okay, how can this make me feel better in the situation? it was really hard for me to think that laws or rules in positions or places were first for my safety or for the safety of others. So that's an adjustment I'm getting used to as well. Like, oh, okay, maybe these rules aren't bad at this venue or this place. Maybe it's not like I need to go into, rebel mode or whatever you want to call it to feel that I'm free in that environment or feel that I'm not being, held down or whatever. Because I always related rules to Scientology and the Sea Org. That was literally our lives 24/7 was a schedule, rules, and nothing else. You abide by the rules, and if you do anything wrong, you're condemned. So again, rules and then not being able to be wrong when I am wrong and be vulnerable and say like, in this moment, I didn't mean to do this. I'm so whatever it is, because we have such a built up muscle to be so defensive and say, like it, we weren't wrong. It's not even that we weren't wrong. It was like, it's almost like it didn't happen. And if it happened, we need to cover it up and just move forward and be positive. Right. That was our lives 24/7. So let me get back to this thing that I'm reading. It's a very quick little thing. I'll tell you where I got it later, but if you guys want it, that's it. Most of the rules are set in place for your safety, but for love, and I'm talking about love for myself, this is how I'm viewing it. But for love, as with any art, I love that. But for love, as with any art, you must first learn to play by the rules. I love that. Can I read that again, guys? But for love, so most of the rules are set in place for your safety. That was a big one for me. But for love, as with any art, because love is art. I just love that. Anyway, but for love, as with any art, you must first learn to play by the rules, not abide, right? Not abide by them or be strict on yourself or harsh. Learn to play with the rules. Have fun with the rules, right? That's when you can safely break the rules and play from the heart. So I'll leave you guys with that on that. Let's go back to I want to talk about, the protest today. Let's go back to, this is very sweet, you guys. Thank you. Cassie Isaac. I love you, Lara. We all love you. Guys, I really do love you all. I'm going to lovingly be even better at being clear and transparent about how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling shitty, if I'm not feeling like my good, positive, fun, chill, whatever self. If I'm just feeling not aligned with what I want to be or how I want to be, then it's fun. It's fun to, I don't know, maybe it's just me, guys. It's fun for me to feel like I can't wait to be a thicker, more loving person for myself and for other people. Like I just think that's great. So yes, thank you so much for you guys' support. I'm going to quickly run through these guys and then I'm going to make a sign. Make an IRS tax-free Scientology tax exemption sign. I want it to be very specific for the guys. We're going to the IRS building. We're going to do it again. The exact dates. Watch me. Hold on. Let me get this all out. But here we go. I'm going to read it all to you right now, guys. And I'm going to go live. So if you can't make it today between right now and 4 p.m. downtown, I'm going to give you guys the address right now. Hold on a momento. Un momento, por favito. Okay. Blah, 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 IRS. Boom. And you guys can go on to Marina. Hi, Marina. I saw you in the chat. You're amazing. If you have any questions on the protest or anything, the dates are April 9th, April 17th, and April 24th. The 24th will be the big one or whatever. I want them all to be big. This one's supposed to be like a run through test run. I'm going out there. I'm going to make this sign, get rid of Scientology's tax-free exempt status, revoke their status, sign, you know what I mean? So anything having to specifically do with the IRS waking up and getting, they already woke up. They know what's going on. to get the IRS to do their job and investigate and get rid of Scientology's tax-free exempt status. It says why the IRS and Congress are giving us the runaround. We are formally requesting an investigation into the tax-exempt status of the Church of Scientology and Religious Technology Center, RTC. So that is the goal. Cult of Scientology and RTC are committing ongoing fraud, human trafficking, and abuse the R1 visa to bring in new victims, literally. So whatever sign you guys want to make for that to support that, go do it. I'm going to go do it. I'm going to get my ass down there as soon as I can. I'm literally going to make my sign and get down there. And I want to see you all down there. If you can make it, please join me. Okay, let me run through these guys because I really do want to get this moving. And I really appreciate you all being here. I could see some chats and support and love, and I really love that. I love that you guys don't have to. I love that you know me enough to be like, hey, it's okay. We can, if she missed a question, we can send it to her on a super chat or we can email her. I love that we don't have hard restrictions or rules about each other, unless some of us do have. Some of us don't drink alcohol and we prefer not to be pushed to drink alcohol or whatever it is. There are great, beautiful safety rules or protection put into place. And it's not always to be not fun or to be controlling of the environment or people in a bad way. It can be control, I guess, could be in a very good way, which is very hard for me to experience from people trying to control me. That feels uncomfortable as fuck. Okay. And it's actually that they're not trying to control me. In times they could just be giving me advice or, hey, I could, I've had that happen to me before. I handled it this way. They're giving me loving advice, and it's just, it's being wrong and resenting and thinking that it's wrong to be wrong. So I love that. I guess we all love it. We're all learning and loving Mama's life. You're amazing. You're so sweet. All you guys. I love listening to your sweet, soft voice, Mama's life. Jody Q. Sending you love and light. You guys, literally, I really appreciate all this. The whole city is on your side. The whole city is on your side. Yeah, I love that. Confident Chris's streets impression. Oh my God. I can't with you, Confident Chris. It's too much. Marina, thank you. Marina, if you guys have any questions, this is Marina in the chat. You can definitely message her and ask about any questions you have about this IRS protest today and next week and the next one. There you go. I hope that was right. If not, you can message me and I'm sure I can send you whatever details you guys need. But it's pretty simple. The flyer's everywhere. I will post it up as well on my Instagram and all that. Chris 10M, Lara, I'm so proud of you. Love seeing your light shine. You are helping so many. Thank you. I can't wait until we have a world where we're able to be okay to make mistakes and adjust our behaviors in any situation and grow strong from that. I really love that. I appreciate you all so much. Sharona, sweet Lara, you are learning and growing. And most importantly, you are loved. Thank you for doing this video, not for us, but for yourself. Yes, see? Yes, thank you. And healing journey is inspirational. Yes. Because if I'm a better person, if I can be better for myself and teach myself how to enjoy any type of situation in my life, or tell myself or other people it's okay to not be in a situation that I don't want to be in without feeling like I'm ruining the party or whatever by leaving or whatever it is. I want to be good at that. And there's so much tremble and like, oh, am I wrong? And it's like, who cares? Who cares if I'm wrong? Like, let's find that out and then be good at it and learn to be better at it. Right. I know these sound like simple things, but guys, I'm learning and loving. They're kind of new for me. So grateful for you. Jen, I love you. I've met Jen. Okay. My sweet friend, Jen. I met Jen literally through the SPTV community in this chat, not in this chat, but chatting like this in the live stream. And I kept seeing her pop up and da. And I had mentioned in one of my videos, hey, if you guys, if there's somebody out there who knows anything about the music and like helping me with, just really getting my music or even putting my music correctly out on YouTube, my music videos on YouTube. Like, so anyways, Jen and ASCAP and how to make, just that, the whole business, and just having a friend who was asking just to help me with that, and then ended up becoming a dear friend of mine. I really love you, Jen, who has been through many emotions with me. She is a mother herself. Anyways, I just love you so much, Jen. And thank you for real. She went to one of the first protests, the one you guys saw it, the Shrine Auditorium, where Streets LA and everybody, we were all out there at the Shrine Auditorium protesting. I don't think I would have made it to that protest, and I wouldn't have seen my dad had I not had the support from this beautiful soul, Jen. Hey, baby and Bubs. I wouldn't have had, I just feel like I wouldn't have made it, or I would have, I don't know, I wouldn't have made it and I'm so glad, and I love you, and I do appreciate our community very much. It's not that I'm like, no, I can't be friends with anybody, the streamers, because they don't know me and it's not a real relationship. No, it's not that. There are beautiful things that come out of, being online and meeting people who are actually vulnerable and open and are the way they are online. I love that. And I think there's no rules about that. I think there's certain boundaries, but Jen, I love you. You're so supportive, and I can't wait to see you. Chichi Kana, hi honey, learning and loving. I love you, friend. I love you, Chichi. You're so amazing and sweet, and you bring such good energy to the protests and the vibes. I love your support. Vintage mama of 3. We all missed you and are here for you. Thank you. And I'm fucking here for you guys, right? I'm here. I didn't run away. Sorry. Is it Vlee? Oh, hi, honey. I know who you are, Lara. God bless you, sweetheart. I love watching you. You are a kind-hearted, loving person. You grow more and more each time I see you. Guys, I thought that's why I got emotional a little bit. My mind during this and right after it happened, and the way I reacted and responded, made me feel shitty to myself. Made me feel like, well, that's how you treated, people who care about you. And I thought, I don't deserve that if I'm going to react or be the way that I did. And so to be able to just hear somebody say, you just have to adjust your reaction, just adjust your behavior. Don't resent what you're feeling when you're drunk. Don't resent, you know what I mean? There's like, it was just, we have to be okay. And growing is the only way that I was able to get uncomfortable and to feel like, oh, what am I doing? The streamers, nobody really knows me. I'm just making up all these new friends and they're not my friends. And they, like, what do you mean? Like, this is, so I put myself in this hole sometimes where I just was like, oh, I don't deserve to learn more. I should just stay the way I am and just be around the people that can deal with me as I am. Right. So just the simple thing of, it's okay to be wrong. It's so uncomfortable sometimes to own up and say, yeah, that was ugly, and but it's quite powerful and amazing to go through that and just see it for what it is. That's how I feel. Quite powerful and amazing. And guys, this isn't just about this incident that happened, or my neglect of my friends and the people that care and love for me. This is a growing thing for me, even being in this community for the future. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going on a roll. I'm just really proud of everybody, and I'm so glad that I'm proud of myself for fixing this and learning from it and being even closer now with the people that I didn't make feel good at that moment. And yeah, I just love that so much. GM Flower, shining example of growth. Thank you, hon. GM Flower, I don't know if this was you, but I got a message from my PayPal that said money was sent back to you. I don't know if that was a mistake or if you just didn't like me for a moment and wanted to take your money back. That's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure that if this was you, that it wasn't like a glitch or a weird thing on PayPal. Okay. Thank you. Mwah. I love you so much. Thank you. Shining example of growth. That is very, I love shining. I don't know, but growth. Yes. I can feel that I was hurt. I can feel that I didn't like myself. I can feel that I didn't like the energy of how my friends were feeling even after the fact. So it is growth and it's beautiful. Sometimes shitty things are beautiful. But yeah, thank you so much. Oh, confident Chris. Hi, confident Chris. I love you so much. Maybe I'll see you out later today at the protest. We'll see. I can't wait to see whoever I see out there. I love you all so much. Listening to Learning and Loving in my salon in NH, New Hampshire, what is that? New H, NH. Thank you. Learning and Loving. Please put that on repeat, guys. If you're ever feeling shitty or whatever, just Learning and Loving. Let's be thicker. Let's okay with making mistakes. Let's really grow from the mistakes. That's the thing. I didn't want to apologize and be like, oh, I wanted to really learn. And I didn't know how to because I was resenting what already happened and the way I behaved. But I have to see how I behaved. I have to know what the process was in my thinking and, the different setup points that created that. Or I put myself in this situation where I was ignoring what I was feeling or resenting. So yeah, Learning and Loving. Thank you guys. We will always be here for you, beautiful and brave Lara. Bella, thank you. Guys, this is so supportive. Super Pup, Erica, you are freaking amazing. You are freaking amazing. You are did I say you're freaking amazing? Thank you for being you. Appreciate you for sharing and loving and learning with us all. Thank you. I love you guys. This is great. Oh, Danny, this is so sweet. Laura's a hero. Don't make me cry, Danny. I'm not a hero yet. I want to be a better hero. Okay, maybe I'm a little hero. I love you. I love you and Leah. You guys are so sweet. Chichicana, Lara, she's our chick. Hold on, let me do that right. Lara, she's our chick. Anyone who don't like it can eat shit. And what is that? Is that what it said? Suck on a good old dick. Learning and loving with you. Thank you, Chi. So cute. Don't be so hard on yourself. Nobody is perfect and you will live, learn, and love. Yeah. Guys, one thing probably not good to do when there's an intense emotional or psychological situation going on. Don't be hard on yourself. In fact, it's the opposite. Give yourself love and say it's okay that you did this. What happened? Where did this go wrong? Or where was it not fun for you? Yeah, don't be so hard. Don't be so hard on if you're anybody, all of us watching, listening, don't be hard on yourself, but give yourself a lot of love. Like give yourself like, okay, made this mistake. I almost like, it's like mothering myself. I'm going like, honey, it's okay. What happened? All right. And don't do that. That's a bad behavior of yours. It's almost like my older self is talking to my younger self and those trauma experiences being, so don't be hard. I wouldn't be able to do that for myself if I'm going to be too hard on myself to not even give myself the love to be able to go through that therapy or to go through that process of feeling and seeing it, as it is. I hate saying that, as it is. That's such a Scientology thing, but for real, it's like the way it is, and not like blaming other people for emotions and shit that I'm having. Thank you. Okay, moving along. Sorry, guys. Robin W, you are so wise and self-aware. It is clear you care so deeply. I do. You are a beautiful example on how to be in the world. Keep blazing your trail, rock star. Thank you, Robin. So sweet. One love, 51,000. Love you, baby. Just love yourself as much as you love others. Aw, you are worth it. Hugs to you. That's very sweet. Okay. Making a mistake, take responsibility, and be better. I love that. Thank you guys so much. All right. I feel like I see a bunch of you in the chat. I love you guys so much. I'm going to go live literally in about an hour or less at the downtown FBI building. Make your signs, come meet us, stay tuned on that. And then future protests coming up. We are going to be, there's a lot, there's those 3 at the IRS coming up. There's going to be some other protests, possibly another celebrity center, La Poubelle protest sort of vibe around that whole, we'll keep everybody informed. The community will let everybody know, just like they let me know about this IRS thing today. I hope I didn't miss any questions or anything, you guys. If there's anything you do want to send me or whatever, feel free to email it to me. Here is my email. If it's not something I need to respond to, you can email it to me and I'll read it. And if it's whatever it is, I'll read it. If I don't need to respond to it, thank you. I love you. Thank you for sending it to me. I like being able to just read the email, get the data and grow and move from that, or take whatever it is. We need talking and communicating is so important, but it's also how we communicate it. And are we saying what we're really feeling while we're communicating, or are we just beating around the bush and not just chopping it and saying like, this is what's making me feel. I'm not sure why. I'm trying to process it. Please help. This is great. Great respect for Mindy for not gossiping about Lara. That's very cute. Yeah, Mindy's very sweet and so fun and loving. And I really do feel like she's like a sister to me, like a very wise, loving, sweet sister. Okay, guys. I hope I didn't miss anything. I love you all. Thank you. I'm reading your guys' chats. Oh, thank you. Yeah, exactly, Amber. We all have done stuff we don't feel good about. That makes us learning and loving. That's exactly what it is. Oh, you made a mistake? Learn and love. Learn from it. Love from it. Yep. I was crawled in a hole, being sad, working. I also was working, and I just was feeling like yucky about not being able to feel or fix what I had, not even being able to fix it. I needed to know what the issue was with me before I could address anything else. And because I was able to address my issues and where I went wrong or astray, I feel like that's going to be better for me in the future on all levels, not just going to a fun adventure or an invite or something that has strict whatevers, I think learning the law and dealing with people in the law and all of that is all a part of this learning process. So thank you guys all so much. I hope I didn't miss anything too crazy. And if I did, come throw it at me on my live stream later in an hour or so. Downtown IRS. I got to make my sign before, so I got to get out of here. Let me make sure. Oh, sorry. Do you think that you push boundaries if you could care? There's a lot of this. Do you think that you could push boundaries subconsciously to find out if you would care? Exactly. There were things, that's one of the things I was like, why did I do that? And I was like, well, it's not that I meant to do that. It's that I wanted somebody to feel my hurt and pain. And so when I did this, I thought, and things don't line up. Like insanity doesn't go, I did this because I felt this way and that made sense. No, it sometimes is a traumatic response or psychological response in the moment to be like, I did this. And so then this, but that doesn't mean that these add up. I did this and then this, but so exactly. It's knowing when what am I doing? Am I having fun in this moment, or am I trying to push a boundary instead of just leaving and going to a place where I want to be instead of pushing, the boundary there in that place or whatever it is. So yes, good question, guys. And there's going to be a bunch. Aw, DOA, you sweetheart. I love you. He said you are loved, Lara. I really love you all very much. Very, very much. Aw, Chi-Chi, my mom was so looking forward to meeting you. She loves you, and so do all of us. This is very sweet. I don't know who's organizing it, but again, Marina, I pulled her up. You can message her or you can email me and I can forward you the email or whatever. But I am going to post that up. All right, guys, I got to get off here, post this up, make my sign, put on my goldenrod freaking jumper, and go kick some ass, right? Right, guys? And Bubbies needs to take a little nap on her on the TV. Okay, I love you all. See you very soon. Did I? Sorry, I think I missed some super chats. I did. You guys, Danny. Everyone spam Lara's a hero. Sassafras. I shall bring my cute golden purse, the goldenrod purse. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'm send you out with learning and loving. Be kind to yourself. Don't be hard, and learn from your mistakes and learn how can I make this mistake better than it being a mistake. Okay. Mwah.